Using a teleprompter can help you get through a whole heap of content in one sitting. But if it isn't done well, this can come at a price of losing connection with your audience. I use a teleprompter for almost all of my videos. In fact, I'm using one right now. And then I'll go and change my shirt and continue recording my next video. It is far more effective for me to batch the writing, recording, editing, and uploading of my content, and using a teleprompter definitely helps me do that a whole lot faster. The reason I love using a teleprompter is because I can put the hard work into the front end of the process and get my script exactly how I want it. I can make sure every piece of information I want to share is written in the way I want to share it. This means I do spend a bit longer in the planning stage, but then it saves me heaps of time recording and editing, and I can specifically plan out the B-roll and the graphics I want to use because I won't be leaving myself any surprises with the wording I use or the direction I decide to take the video, as I probably would if I was recording off the cuff. If I were to sit here and try to articulate all the information I want to share just from notes, which is how I used to create my videos, I'm going to explain to you foundation for... So, 3-point lighting. This is a foundational method for creating. It's going to take way longer to get my sentences right, then edit out all the mistakes, and then for you watching, it may not come across in the clearest and most efficient way. Especially since I'm delivering informational content, I want to make sure that it all makes sense. So in this video, I'll share some things that I've learned to sound more natural reading from a prompter so you can get through all of your content and really captivate your audience. We'll start with the technical tips really quickly and then jump into all the delivery side of things. So the prompter that I use is the Prompter Maxi, which I love, that I've attached to a light stand that I did have to buy separately. And I've linked those two things in the description below if you'd like to have a look. Then I load the script into an app on my iPad, and I've linked a great teleprompter app below as well. I find longer lenses are better for masking your eyes moving from side to side, and anything wider than about a 35mm lens, you start to see the frame of the prompter in the shot. For the setup that I have in this room, I use my favorite 35mm lens, which for me is the sweet spot because you also don't want a lens that is so long that you have to squint to read the words, because that's going to also ruin the illusion just as much. You can adjust the size and color of the text in the app as well to make it more comfortable for you to read. Pretty much every person I've ever worked with who's using a teleprompter for the first time wants to rush through the words and get through the content as quickly as possible to the point where you don't even understand what they're saying. Slowing down the speed of your prompter more than you think you're comfortable with will force you to slow yourself down a bit, add some pauses, sprinkle some emphasis, and give your audience time to absorb everything that you're saying. I also like to add spaces between the paragraphs to give me a chance to catch my breath if I need to, and there's time to catch up on the words if they're getting too far in front of me. You don't have to do it all in one go either, just because you're using a teleprompter now. And I think some people get stuck with that idea, and then it almost makes it harder to get through the words because you're stressed about it getting too far in front or getting too far behind, and you're not just going with the flow. If you have to redo it, just redo it. The teleprompter is your aid, not your enslaver. When people are uncomfortable with the teleprompter, it can look like they're transfixed with the lens, focusing really hard, afraid of missing a word, and that's when it comes across really unnatural. That deer in the headlights look is where most people start. That's exactly where I started, and I just had to practice, watch myself back, and then go practice again. But you'll be surprised how quickly you improve if you just put a little bit of time into it. Here are a few techniques to help you seem more natural. This is going to be a little different for everyone because some people are naturally really animated when they talk, like me, and some people just aren't, and that is perfectly fine. You just have to identify how you look and sound when you speak normally. And the best way to do this is record yourself talking for a few minutes and then watch it back and analyze. It's also important that your physical appearance looks relaxed, which is one of the reasons that I lean on this desk when I talk to you, because my body language can communicate a feeling of being laid back, or I can lean forward when I have a really important point to get across. You can really add to the illusion by glancing away from time to time, as if you're gathering your thoughts, as you would if you were talking off the cuff. This definitely comes down to practice, because when you first start using your teleprompter, you're probably going to be really attached to looking at the script because you're afraid of stumbling and messing up your flow completely. But I'll let you in on a secret. It's okay if you mess up, because you can just edit it out. I like to think of your level of energy talking to camera like a wonky sine wave. It's high and then it's low. Sometimes we speed up and sometimes we slow down. And overall, your video just sounds like it's well articulated without being overly polished. When you master this, people won't suspect you're using a teleprompter at all. They'll think you're just really talented at creating crafty sentences completely on the fly. I have one more secret to share with you. For all of this to come together, you need to write your script in your speaking voice, not your reading voice. For most of us, we tend to write a lot more formally than we would normally speak. When it comes time to recording, this kind of writing might not flow naturally and your presentation can come across forced. A little technique that I've found works really well for me is to actually use the dictation function on my Mac and literally speak all of my scripts instead of typing them. This is footage of me earlier today in my trackies on the couch with my tea, scripting out this video for you. Instead of going, how would I write this if I was just saying it, I just say it. Does that even make sense? This way I get all of the information out into the page. It's already written in a conversational style, and I don't know about you, but I can definitely speak a lot faster than I can type. I then do a proofread, add or change anything that needs adding or changing, and I'm basically ready to record. Finally, script any emotion that you want to convey into your performance. Because let's be honest, using a teleprompter is a performance. You have a script and you are performing from it, not just reading from it. And that is the biggest difference between using a teleprompter and looking like a stunned mullet and really hitting the mark with your audience. People connect with emotion more than anything else. So if you want your script to be compelling, you have to say it with passion. If you're talking about something that's frustrating, show frustration when you're reading the script. If there is a part that is sad, script that emotion into. And if something is amusing, let the people know that you're amused. I really can't say this enough. Showing emotion and unleashing your personality is going to connect you with your audience. All right, you've got your script. It's full of emotion, pauses, emphasis. It's absolutely killer. Now it's time to test it. Load it into your Teleprompter app, hit play, and practice reading it out loud. Any place that you stumble or struggle with the words while the camera is off, you can be sure that you will struggle even more when you record for real. So edit anything that's hard to say or doesn't feel like it's natural for you. Practicing your script a few times will also help you to remember where you want to add emphasis or inflections on certain parts. And once again, it'll help you be able to sound more natural when you go to record for real. Something else that helps me remember where I wanted to add a pause or some emphasis is throw grammatical correctness out the window. Yes, you heard me correctly. Usually, I am very particular about grammar. But for the purposes of speaking with a teleprompter, it really doesn't matter all that much. For example, I'll add a comma every time I want to remind myself to take a pause. Or, for a more dramatic effect, I'll even go as far as putting in full stops to really make my point heard. It gives me a really clear prompt for what I intended the script to sound like, especially if it's a long one, and it helps me to be more expressive in the right places when I'm reading. I hope all these tips help you to master your teleprompter performance, because honestly, I wouldn't go back to creating these videos off the cuff now that I have this workflow down pat. It saves so much time in production, and I think the quality of the videos I can produce is heightened by using the teleprompter. I'd love to know how you feel about the teleprompter, if you now feel inspired to give it a go, or if you hate it completely. Like, let me know what strategy works best for you. As always, leave your questions in the comments so I can answer them for you, and let me know what you'd like to see a video about next. Check out these videos for more camera tips and techniques, and I'll see you in the next video. Let the people know that you're amused. Let's do that again. I just load the script into an app on my iPad, and I've linked, oh God. No. So you can get through all of your content with, I did that one before and I was happy with it. Okay, done, we're done. Okay. Ugh, done. Oh my God. That was a marathon.